Good morning. I'd like to say welcome to anyone who happens to be watching this little video that I'm putting together. My name is Brian Howell, and I've been part of Easter sunrise services for a number of years, and it's a lovely tradition, getting up early and watching the sunrise and celebrating the resurrection. So I'd like to start by wishing folks a blessed Easter and a happy Easter, although the happy may be difficult for some of us this year in this time of isolation and so forth. But certainly it can be a blessed Easter as we give thanks for the blessings of God that touch our hearts every day, the blessings of friends and family and those who reach out and offer love and support for us in difficult times. Now, we often started our services with this song that was made famous by Cat Stevens. It's Morning Has Broken. Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for the spring, fresh from the womb. Sweet the rains do fall, sunlit from heaven, like the first dew fall on the first grass. Praise for the sweetness of the red garden, sprung in the deepness where once we Mine is the sunlight, mine is the morning, born of the one light, hidden softly. Praise with elation, praise every morning, God's recreation of the new day. Easter is a time when we're accustomed to gathering with family and friends and our faith communities, and this year we're unable to do that, at least not in the manner that we're used to. And so many of us are feeling a certain loneliness and alienation as we perhaps are fortunate enough to be spending this time with our spouse, our partner, our children, but there are some folks who are completely alone. And so we think of them at this time. And let us remind ourselves that we are all part of a larger family, the family of humanity. We are all the children of God. And this song I love, it's called Part of the Family. And it's a song that just welcomes us all into that sense of warmth and family that should exist and does exist among so many of us. Come in and sit down. You are part of the family. We are lost and we are found, and we are part of the family. You reason why you came, yeah. Now, traditionally at our sunrise services, we would have a short scripture reading as well. And so I'm going to include that in this little time together because it's important. It's why we are gathered today and why we turn our hearts to the cross and remember the sacrifice that was made by Jesus, who offered love and grace to everyone and forgiveness too. So this is from Matthew's Gospel, chapter 28. Early on Sunday morning, as the new day was dawning, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary went out to visit the tomb. Suddenly there was a great earthquake, for an angel of the Lord came down from heaven, rolled aside the stone, and sat on it. His face shone like lightning, and his clothing was as white as snow. The guards shook with fear when they saw him, and they fell into a dead faint. Then the angel spoke to the women. "Don't be afraid," he said. "I know you are looking for Jesus, who was crucified. He isn't here. He is risen from the dead, just as he said would happen. Come, see where his body was lying. And now go quickly and tell his disciples that he has risen from the dead, and he's going ahead of you to Galilee. You will see him there. Remember what I have told you." The women ran quickly from the tomb. They were very frightened, but also filled with great joy, and they rushed to give the disciples the angel's message. And as they went, Jesus met them, and he greeted them. And they ran to him, grasped his feet, and worshipped him. Then Jesus said to them, "Don't be afraid. Go tell my brothers to leave for Galilee, and they will see me there." May the Lord bless to our understanding this reading of Holy Scripture. Now, the next song I'm going to sing is kind of a song of celebration, a little bit of a rallying song for the church. As many of us are aware, the churches have struggled in the last couple of decades and made some missteps, but nonetheless, we're called to rise up as God's children and to acknowledge God's love for each and every one of us, regardless of our gender, our race, our ethnicity, regardless of our sexual orientation. We are all God's beloved children. And so let us celebrate that together and pray that the church may indeed rise up to be all that we are called to be, that healing and loving force in our world today. And this is called Shout to the North. Men of faith, rise up and sing of the great and glorious King. You are strong when you feel weak, in your brokenness complete. Shout to the north and the south, sing to the east and the west. hope this little time, I apologize for the quality of the recording. It was done on my little tablet and no technology beyond that whatsoever. But I hope it's maybe been a bit uplifting for you and bringing us together a little bit as humanity here. And anyway, I pray that as we go forth today into our lives and into our world, we may have hearts that are filled with love, filled to overflowing with the love of Christ, and that we may reach out to one another in whatever way we can to offer love and support and care in this difficult time.